Welcome back to The Vocalist. Yes, I am trying something new. Same boring gray backdrop that we all know and love, but now I'm standing. I finally connected my camera to my desk so I don't have to sit quite as much. And I also am trying out an external microphone. Hopefully this clears up some of the audio quality issues I've been having. But today we are listening to Unleash the Archers. Another group I haven't heard before. This is their performance of the song Awakening from the 2021 Live at Alcatraz Festival. Here we go. I don't know how long the song is. Wow. Musically, oh my goodness, the guitar at the beginning, that was so exciting and so much skill. I love with all metal bands, it seems, like the fact that like she was just sort of like this really gorgeous legato line above like all of this intensity and then the meter changes that were happening. I thought all of that was very cool. I did watch her speak before watching this particular song, and I noticed she hardly opened her mouth at all, which I found very exciting because you can create just enough space in the back of your throat, in your oral cavity, like you can create it all without having to like hyperextend your jaw. And so I was hoping, which I'm seeing now, like that's what she does, which I think is so cool. Her voice, very smooth, very warm, but also it's like, it is rich. I'm like, do I go? I'm just gonna pick a place and see how far back it is. Here we go. That, oh my goodness. I know we only see a little bit of it, his fingers, but I love watching that. Let's just take a moment and enjoy the entire position of her head. Like, how, look at her jaw. Like it's not pulling forward, and she doesn't have her mouth open very wide. Now, of course, some people just can't open their mouths very wide, which again should prove to you that like you don't have to, I don't even know how to describe it. I think we've all seen singers who just open up super, super wide, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you also don't necessarily need that to make the sounds you want. I like that little scream at the I'm having a hard time. I'm not gonna like put her in a box and say like her voice sounds like this. It's very reminiscent of a lot of like the really good bands from the 80s. Like so much power and yet like control. Like it's just like suspended control. I don't know. It's very cool. Here, so like that change underneath with the instruments, like how it feels like it's moving more, and she's just still staying with that gorgeous like sustained line. So well supported. Like it doesn't sound strained in the slightest. You can tell she just really takes advantage of her abdominal muscles. And I love that the timbre, even when she like goes up to the higher part of her voice, like it still matches. It's still very like rich. You can hear that like open pharynx sound. I also love her vibrato. The rate is very consistent, and I love that she's utilizing it. I know some metal bands don't and some do, and this is just really, it's just such a good, well-rounded sound. That is such a well-written lyric, especially because she's going up so high. It sounds like she's singing night. But that end sound, it helps to keep everything forward, to really take advantage of nasal resonance. And so I use that for all of my students, especially when we're going up to into the rafters. If we're trying to like mix and pull up a little bit of chest voice, like using that N helps relieve so much pressure and tension from the chords, but also like get you in the place to where you can mix and you can still get that boomy sound.
Please tell me whose voice that was. They didn't show anyone with the microphone, so I don't know if that was her, if it was like one of the instrumentalists or someone backstage. I don't know. That like growl was very intense, very cool. I chose this particular performance because it was recent, it was live. I don't know if this is the best one to see in order to see who was singing or like screaming that. And also that guitarist, I'm not gonna go back all the way. Maybe I am. I don't know. There was just so much good stuff there. Let me go. Okay, since we're here, let me go back a little bit just so I can hear that growl. Like this crackly sort of growl sound, and I'm sure I'm using all the wrong words, but like whenever I hear that like false chord singing, it usually feels a little deeper, a little more hollow, and this just like, it was so forward. I'm not even gonna try. The thinker in me really wants to experiment and try and make that sound right now, but I know it would just be a disaster. So instead, we're gonna keep watching.
gentleman on the right who's doing that? Okay, as long as I'm doing my I gotta be honest, I've never been to a concert like this. I don't know like what their whole set list is like. I don't know like the bands who were before them or after them, but I was kind of surprised that there wasn't as much movement in the crowd as I thought there would be, especially because like there are just so many cool parts to this song like that you can really groove out to. And I saw like a few in the front, but um I really like this song. This band, they're so talented. The other thing I appreciate is that she wasn't like wailing super high throughout this song. And I don't know her range just based off of this one song, but if it is a voice that sits lower, I think that's awesome. It's certainly tricky when you've got like electric guitar, like making sure that your levels are balanced so that you can hear the singer at that frequency. But I just, yeah, it was so like warm and powerful, but it created this sort of calming effect because she wasn't screaming, it wasn't super high the whole time, and it just felt really comfortable and just mellow, but also not because of like the music. I don't know. This was really cool. That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for introducing me to Unleash the Archers, and hopefully I will see you next time.